my name is Selena. I go by Spicy Selena Crafts here on YouTube and on Instagram. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my Flosstube. If you're here, this is all about my cross stitch, my crafts, whatever I feel like talking about, basically. Try to mainly make it about cross stitch though. So it's been a hot minute since I've filmed a video. I think the last one was like end of September and it's now like middle of November. New things that have happened. I got a new light finally, so no more dark space that I'm in, which is kind of nice. Yeah, because I was trying to like film like during the day, but then like I couldn't get the blinds to like fully be shut. I don't know. If you've seen me on any of the Lindy Stitches things, you'll know that I always have issues with the blinds. I'm sorry. My cat Gordon is like meowing his head off right now and I don't know why. So I'm trying to not let that distract me. So yeah, that's new. The cats are all better finally. I think the last time I filmed, Butters was still really sick. He got better, and then Sophie ended up getting more sick. So they all kind of reacted to this like upper respiratory infection in like a different way. Like Gordon had just sneezing, Butters had like drooling and open mouth breathing and had to be on oxygen overnight. But Sophie was like fine until all of a sudden she had like pink eye in both of her eyes and like her like eyes were just like draining. I'll throw a picture up. I don't know if you guys actually want to see that, but she's better after she went on antibiotics. So only her and Butters were on antibiotics for this upper respiratory infection. Gordon was just fine. He just sneezed everywhere and did his thing. I don't know, whatever. What else is new? I burned my hand. So I was making candles the other day, literally on Saturday. So, well, no, it was Friday. I was making like, when I get to the bottom of a candle, I save them and I make a mega candle and kind of like layer the scents. And so while I was doing that, I put one candle in the pot, and because I put like, I have like a pot of water and then I put the candles in on top, floating in the water, let the wax melt, and then I pour them in with a wick. So what had happened was I had one in there for like, I don't know, maybe a minute or not even a minute or two, maybe like 30 seconds. And then I was like, you know what? I'd rather do this one next. So I tried to pull it out with my 3 fingers. So those are my stitching fingers. I tried to pull it out. And while I was doing that, I didn't realize that where my middle finger was, it was like right over the flame, and so that had gotten hot, so I was able to get it out without burning like these 2 fingers, but my middle finger, I don't know if you can see that. Should I do this? He got a nice blister and it's been kind of weird to stitch. I had a stitching group on Saturday and I was trying to use the middle of my middle finger to stitch, but I think it doesn't hurt anymore. It's just the blister is still there and it's eventually, I just gotta wait for it to heal. But yeah, that sucked. What else? I did get a mention from Subpar Stitches, which was really cool. I can't believe she watches my my Flosstube. So yeah, and I realize I don't really ever like mention other Flosstubers, and I really like her stuff because she does some wild stuff. The Shrek, doing the whole Shrek slut thing for the Smalls exchange was hilarious. Like, oh my god, I wish I had the, I guess, balls to do that. But yeah, some of my stitching is inspired by her sometimes. Like sometimes I'll be watching her and she'll mention a pattern and I'm like, oh my god, I want to stitch that. So me and her kind of, I feel like, have very similar styles. I really liked how she did her 13 spooky smalls for Halloween, and I'm thinking in my plans I might try and do 12 ornaments or 12 Christmas smalls for December, just be like kind of inspired by that too, just because I have so many Christmas things kitted and I'm not stitching any of them. I keep wanting to, so I think if I at least start 12, I'll be motivated to finish 12. But we'll see. Hopefully I can like get some out, like bam, bam, bam. But if not, it is what it is. And maybe I'll try to just keep it so it like goes all the way to the New Year's, because yeah, especially I'll have more time. I'm not traveling anymore. I was planning on going to Rwanda for my cousin's wedding in December, and that got kind of canceled due to lots of vet bills if you haven't been here. So yeah, I did want to call out a Flosstuber that I've been really enjoying, just to pass it on. And I'll try to do at least one Flosstuber, because like I feel like I watch a lot of Flosstube, but I also don't watch a lot of new people. I try to watch more people, but I just sometimes like it's a work thing. Like I'll have it on at work while I'm like doing whatever I do at work. Who knows? Move the water. That's what I do. Someone that I've been enjoying is the Disobedient Housewife. If you ever watched one of her videos, she's kind of, it seems like she's a newer stitcher, because I know she got like, last video, she got really excited for doing her first French knot, and she kind of has a very like cross-stitch mother named Bon, and Bon doesn't want anything to do with her floss tubes. I think it's really funny when she talks about this mysterious person, Bon. I hope she keeps it mysterious, because like, Bon seems cool. And she seems cool. She seems like really fun. She doesn't really stitch a lot of things that I would stitch. She does, well, maybe the baby stuff, because a lot of my friends are having kids. And she does do a lot of more primitive stuff. But yeah, I've been enjoying watching her Flosstube. I think she's really funny. I'll link her below so you guys can check her out too. So yeah, let's get into cross-stitch stuff. So the first thing I wanted to mention was the bookmark campaign that's going on with Spellbound stitches. Of course, I'm in the Bad Stitch Discord, so I've been hearing all about it. Amanda has really coordinated and put together a really good book of how many are in there? It seems like a lot. I should have read this before, of course. I'll just put whatever number. Yeah, I didn't look at how many bookmarks there are, but there's so many. I tried to make it down to my top 5. I actually have a top 8. So, this year they're doing, they're supporting immigration and humanitarian aid organizations. So all you have to do is donate to one of the, let's see how many there are of those. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different organizations that you can donate to. It has to be $15, and when make sure you put your email in. So when they send you a receipt, you forward it to the Spellbound Stitches collab at gmail.com. And you have to do this before November 23rd, so I know there's not gonna be a lot of time by the time I get this video edited, because it's the 17th today, and I've been busy. I'm so sorry. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5, that's 30. 30. That's 30 bookmarks that are probably in here. So yeah, 30 probably. It is 30 bookmarks for $15. That comes out like, if you just do the minimum payment, 50 cents a pattern. So these make great smalls. There's something in here for everybody, for sure. Cause they split it up by, book genre. So the book genres are classical literature, fantasy, historical fiction, history, hobby, horror, mystery, mythology, romance, science, and science fiction. So there's got to be something for you, something for your friends, something for a smalls exchange. I think this is a great charity drive, and the organizations that they have on here are a good variety. So there's got to be something for somebody. They got Doctors Without Borders, which cares for people affected by conflict, disease outbreaks, natural and human-made disasters, and exclusion from healthcare in more than 75 countries. Humanity, which is a global initiative led by two Palestinian female doctors to offer immediate relief and sustainable support of the people of Gaza. Physicians are working on the ground in Gaza, providing medical care, diapers, infant formula, menstrual care, and medical distribution. ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. This is a leader in strategic litigation advocacy and organizing need to take on ICE and Border Patrol abuses and violations, and helps to pave paths to citizenship for thousands and uphold our civil liberties. There's Border Angels, which provides humanitarian programs to migrants, refugees, asylum seekers at the San Diego-Tijuana border with water and care packages in migration routes, caravans to safe shelters. The Families Reunitus Bond program that assists reuniting detainees in ICE facilities with their families, and funeral service with untimely deaths. And then the Canadian, if you're Canadian, they got one for you this year. Well, they always kind of do. Canadian Immigration Women Association offers services to a holistic approach to support clients in the areas of settlement and integration, literacy, and language training, employment support and bridging programs, family violence, parenting, individual counseling, in-home support, and a ton of other stuff. Anyways, so if you just donate $15 to one of those organizations, I actually did Doctors Without Borders, and that is because I used to work kind of with them. I was in Engineers Without Borders in college, and my actual final project was, I think it was in Kenya. We did a hospital. So we would build the hospital, and then the Doctors Without Borders would take over, or they would try and find doctors there to take over. They just needed a rural hospital. So that was my design project for my final capstone project before I graduated and got my degree in civil engineering. So yeah, that is why I chose Doctors Without Borders. But there are plenty of other ones that you could support here on the website, which I will also link this below. My favorite of these bookmarks definitely is the Lost Flower Blade by Needlelotdesigns. Oh my god, this thing is so gorgeous. I'm definitely gonna put pictures up here. Just it being like a sword as a bookmark, and you go unsheathed. Oh, I love that. My next favorite is Cicada Season by Boomerang Stitches, obviously. I do love like the 3D cutouts of all these. Both these are on my list of ones I want to do in the near future. The next one is Otters in Love by Samantha Lane Textiles, which is a new one for me. I just think these are so cute. You put like a little like blue Ada back there as the background. Oh, I'm not a big full coverage girly, so there's a lot of full coverage ones, and I know that they're not. I know it's gonna show it's not on my list. The next one, obviously, Huron Habitat by Sprouting Lupine. Oh, I have some perforated paper that I actually think would be really good on this. I found out there was a Blue Heron festival, I think either here in Minnesota, and I've been like kind of wanting to go. Like it sounds so cool. I always see them out because I work right on Lake Michigan, and I like walk around. Let me get rid of this. I walk around Lake Michigan a lot on walks during my lunch, and I see turkeys and herons all the time out there on Lake Michigan, so it's really cool. I really like that bookmark. The other one is Freya bookmark by Flossie Fox. Of course, Flossie Fox too. I really like that one. The Buddy System. by Infinity Bear is like this wild space one. And then Lady of the Lake by Bad Stitch. I like this one too. It's really funny. I'm reading Lady of the Lake. I was gonna start out with how I never really talk about books on here, but I am just starting the newest, or not the newest, the last Witcher book, which is called Lady of the Lake. I don't really talk about books on here because I do read books, but I am like an extremely slow reader. Like, I've probably read 3 books this year, maybe, if any, and that's probably the most I've read in like 5 years. It's really bad. I did just get a Kindle, which I have right here. I'm so excited because I think one of the biggest things that's been preventing me from reading is that I like to read in bed, and my like husband will come to bed and he wants the lights off, and then I'm like, I guess I'm done reading. So now I have the Kindle and I can read in bed, so I'm excited about that. I started reading Fourth Wing, let me back it up. So I recently discovered Libby, and I started listening to audiobooks while I stitch for a little bit. I listened to what is it called? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on the way to one of the retreats I went to, and I also listened to Ender's Game, and I really liked those books, but what really got me back into reading was Fourth Wing. I am like obsessed with this dragon smut book. It is like so good. And yeah, it's gonna come up in my stitching now because I'm just like, I've already been like dragons, but now I'm like, oh my god, dragons. And so the last bookmark that I really like is this Flameborn one by Stitch on Good Luck. I also obviously read I've read Game of Thrones too. If you didn't see before, I have another I do have another YouTube channel. Well, not really, because I don't post anything. I just have it for like commenting and like other things that aren't cross stitch related now. But I'm on there for nail polish a lot, and my nail polish name was Callie C. Selena, and before I made this channel, I was commenting as that. So if you've seen me around, you know I'm a Game of Thrones fan, and that's what this bookmark's inspired by. So yeah, and then to celebrate these bookmarks coming out, I did start one of last year's because I had it kitted up, and I was like, oh man, I should just start this. And hopefully I'll finish it soon. And that is this one by Needlelotdesigns, The Owl of Minerva. I should have taken out of the plastic. And so this is my start so far. So I've gotten one of the browns in. I did the 310 because that's all the 310. I color completed that. And I'll probably go back and do more of the border, the letters that are here and here too, before I fill in the owl, just because I want to make sure that this is long enough before I put too much. I'm pretty sure it's long enough. But yeah, and then I think I will cut this, and maybe I'll use this part for another bookmark. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the backing. So I got a pile of fabric, so a lot of scrap fabric I can put on the back. But yeah, I'll probably put interfacing behind it too. If you guys are interested in how I finish things, I definitely can show you and make like a video just based on like a Flosstube extra. It just takes me a long time, so to make videos, since I work a lot. But yeah, I'm really proud of the start. So yeah, I'm actually going to do a different style of Flosstube. I'm going to sprinkle a lot of my whips and my starts and my finishes like into what I'm talking about, just because like I went to a lot of events in the last month. So when I said that I was like super busy, is basically because after September, sorry, the cats are knocking stuff over. After September, and with the cats being sick, like that really threw off my schedule. But then I went out of town every weekend for 4 weeks straight, which is a lot. So the first place I went, so it was like, I think the second weekend of October. My friends really wanted to go camping. We said we were gonna go camping all summer, never did. So of course, like, okay, let's go in October. And it was actually really fun. We went to Long Lake in Wisconsin, and we did a hike on the Ice Age Trail, which, oh my god, it was so funny. My husband and us, we got up and we were just like relaxing, got on the trail at like 1 p.m. and we were gonna do a like point to point, so where you park your car at one point, drive to the next point with another car, and then walk back to that one. And like, I remember he said it was like 9 miles, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But we started at 1 p.m. and like, it's a long hike, like going up and down, like an elevation. And after like, it was starting to get like dark and stuff, I was like, hold up, wait, this was too long of a hike. We tried to get an Uber at one point. There was like a whole up and down of like, this sucks, this is awesome, there's a lot of cool mushrooms, oh my god, we are gonna be walking in the dark and all this stuff. Oh my god, it was so funny. So yeah, we did make it back, and we did have to walk about 30 minutes in the dark back to the car, but we at least made it to the road before it got too dark. And it was like right after the full moon, so it was still pretty bright out. And I mean, we had our cell phones, like we could call people. We didn't have no cell phone service. We were fine, and cell phones have flashlights, so we had that. But yeah, during that trip though, I did start I basically started one thing a week this month, and it was kind of crazy. I started Twigs and Tea because I fell behind, and I was supposed to start it in August, and now I think I'm about 2 weeks behind, but I haven't finished the frames yet. So as of right now, this is where I am. And I started at this chair, made my way up, and then this is week 2 for the tablecloth. So I did the tablecloth, then the other chair, and then I started going up here. Actually, no, I did the teapot next. The teapot, and then this table setting was out, which I did. This was week 2. This was week 3. So I think this was like 4. I don't remember. But I did this, and then this. And then I did Loosey Goosey with this cake, because the cake had just come out. And I also did this at the same time as these two. And then I just finished Ricky last night. Ricky the raccoon. He's so cute. I hope she comes out with a raccoon pattern like this. And then this was the latest release. So I just skipped over to the most recent release and did that one. And now I'm going to go back and do the last, there's three frames. So a frame right here, and a frame right here. I got to get a bigger hoop. And that, or I might just move the hoop, because I think we're done here. There's still a release here, and then there's a shelf right here. So the next release is the shelf, but these two guys are released in the frames, so I still got to do that. But yeah, so it's Twigs and Tea by Fine Frog Stitching, and I got the called for Witch's Garden Crafts Tea Time, because I'd never tried Witch's Garden Crafts. So yeah, 16 count Ada. It's coming out very cute. I love it. This has been really cozy fall stitching for me, also because I love tea, so I've been drinking a lot of tea lately too. So yeah, this has been kind of a focus piece to catch up, because I don't really want to, I want to have it finished, and I don't want to bring it into December. So yeah, oh, my fall. I'm gonna risk it. So yeah, so that was the first weekend that I was like gone. The next weekend I had a retreat at Beautiful Sip and Stitchery. It was their I don't remember the name of the retreat, like the fall finishing school, that's what it was, with Lady Dot Creates and also Lois of the Blue Flower. And I am going to say I really loved both of them. Lois was pretty wild of Lady Dot Creates. She's from California, so she was very like West Coast nice, which if you know what that is, it's mean. she was like a like drill sergeant. Like you had to finish that stuff. You had to keep going. She came around and helped people, but whew, I learned a lot from her. She was, if you ever get to meet her, I hope you guys do someday. She is wild. She's a firecracker. And then Janine was so nice, so gracious. Learned a lot from her too. She did like a specialty stitching class at the end, and we learned like how to do specialty stitching from her. She gave us an exclusive pattern and stuff. So let's actually get into what we all did. So the first day we went and it was a drum class. So we learned how to make a drum with Lois, and there was no pre-stitching involved. Another thing that Brett from Beautiful Sip and Stitchery said, no table gifts. So I won't have very many table gifts. I will show you the stuff that she has given us. Any table gifts and anything that I show you from here on out, if probably involved candy that is long gone. I will say that right now. So just imagine this, but more candy. I've eaten it all. So yeah. So we did a drum the first day. I messed it up, but I think it looks good. The only thing I messed up was I was supposed to make like a peak with fabric. I don't know how to describe it. And then put like a thing over. So mine's kind of lumpy. And it's not, like there's not as much. I can't really describe it too, because you should take the class. Like I feel like when I give tips on Flosstubes, it's like I'm cheating the class because I paid for it. So just this part's messed up. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It's pretty well packed in there. There's we have a plastic baggie of, what's it called, lizard litter in here, so I can definitely feel that because they made a log, but I think mine's like this. I would have done it like this. I don't know. Maybe it would have tipped easier. But yeah, and then she gave us these pins to put on top of it. And yeah, I didn't get to pick the fabric. It was already picked for me, but that's fine. Nice fall neutral. And then the next day we had a class with her to make a biscornu. And so there was still no pre-stitching, but I did make my first biscornu. You know, it's like kind of got the little flower button in there. It's just very basic, which, you know, I need a new pin cushion, so this would be a good thing to use as that. But yeah, I think I did a good job. It all lined up in the end. Doesn't look lumpy. I definitely want to make another. I wish I was taking the class, the Jingle Ball class, the biscornu one. I'm not, because I'm a little burnt out on blue flower animals, and I will show you why in a second. So that was the second day that we made those, and on the second day, this whole time I was like working on finishing Festive Forest. So here it is. It's all finished. I got this little doodad at Hobby Lobby and just shoved them in there. I think I saw somebody else do that. And so back in, what do you call it? Back in, I think January, I just ran over there and I found one for when I did finish it and kept everything together. But yeah, even though it's off by half a stitch right here somewhere in this caribou's face, it doesn't look lumpy at all. And my mom was like, I remember when I told her about that, she's like, it's gonna have a lump. And I was like, no, it won't. This thing's huge, by the way. Huge. But yeah, so I got to have this special moment of finishing this in front of Janine, with Janine. and everyone cheered for me, and oh my god, I'm glad I saved this to finish in front of her. I was gonna try and finish it beforehand, I just like ran out of time. But yeah, and then I just used, this is a fabric from I think either Joann's or Hobby Lobby that I just put on the bottom instead of the velveteen. But yeah, I think it turned out very good. It was nice because Lois helped me finish it too. I know that I think Janine had said to put the lizard litter in the middle, and I was really nervous about it. And she's like, if you're nervous about it, just do it in a plastic bag. So there's a plastic baggie of lizard litter in there to give it weight. And then she also had me put one of those mesh bags of the lavender. So it is scented. I think it still smells. Maybe not. It's fine. So there's lavender in there too. I feel like it does still look a little lumpy. It's so cool though. I love it. And I'm excited to have this. Like, now I have a dining room table that I just got, so this is gonna go right in the center. And my mom got me a turntable for it, but the turntable's like a little too small. And I think I just want this in the center of my table, my new dining room table. So yeah. Oh, she actually gave me a Lazy Susan. I gotta get that out because the table's new. So that was fun. And then I have a retreat exclusive here too. Sorry for reaching over here. There's a lot of stuff, so I kind of like splayed it out. And I know this is going to be a long video, but that's okay. There's so much cool stuff. I might make a part 1 and part 2. So if you're seeing this part and I kept it in here, there's going to be a part 2. Sorry. It'll probably say part 1 and part 2 too. But yeah, so then she gave us a retreat piece. And the retreat piece, I don't know if you guys have seen this on Beautiful Sip and Stitchery's website, because I know you can pre-order it right now, but it is called Trunktown Autumn. So maybe there'll be a Trunktown Winter, Spring, Summer. But yeah, so it comes with this really cool, I'm sorry about the crinkles. I watched my last video and I realized I do this all the time. It comes with this for the top and bottom to make it kind of look like a tree. And then it's on, it comes with all the floss, the mat, and then some interfacing too. But it is, I didn't realize this was in, when there's like a needle. No, I'll show you what these were. And then it's on this XJU design linen. I actually grabbed the Ada at first, but then I really liked the look of the linen more. So that kind of looks like a tree. But this is XJU Designs Dark Mountain. So the model was stitched on 40 count. So this is 32 count. So this is probably going to be the same size as this. Because when I saw the model was like half the size. So I bet it's going to be like, yeah, I bet it's going to be the same size as this. It's going to be huge. So yeah, I'm excited to start this. I told Eli from Thick Threads about it. I saw on his Flosstube that he's really excited to start it. So hopefully he gets everything in and maybe we can start it, I don't know, like new year, new start. Because I want to get to this one. I just don't want to do it now because I'm prepping to get back into Christmas stitching. I realized I burnt myself out of Christmas stitching, so I haven't started yet. But yeah, then there's also this little kit. There's nothing in this box. There was something in this box. So she gave us these little pin cushions to make. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. I'm gonna take these guys out. So they were not a part of this. With these little exclusive Poutini pins. And then it's a little pin cushion with this, like, she said it was like a hand-dyed leaves. And so mine did originally have a green leaf. Me and my mom actually switched. So she has a orange bottom and my green leaf. And I have a green bottom and her orange leaf. So yeah, and it's just cinched up and pushed in there and glued in there for a little autumn pin cushion. They're so cute. I have these other pins that I got at a different retreat that I put in here too. And this is like a little pumpkin, and yeah. So that was such a nice gift from Janine. That came with this too. It was in there with all this stuff. But yeah. Can I show you guys the box? Let me show the box again. Wrap her back up. My box has a 16 on the side because I had the 16 count Ada that I switched out. It was funny when I went up to grab the box too. Brett looked me in the face and she was like, Ada, really? I was like, you know, whatever color feels right, I will go with that. And so if I I like the Ada more for those. I can't get the box closed, but it looked like this. Like I did the Ada for the ornaments at Kathy Haberman's class, and I liked the Ada more than I liked the linen. So it just depends. I was talking about this with Jasmine, like, yeah, I don't care as long as I like the color. Like, it doesn't matter the fabric. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else on this table for it. I do have other things that they gave us. So Lady Creates actually gave us some floss drops. And they came with these like little charms. Like a little fox. And what is this? An acorn maybe? And an owl. Really cute. Just like cut with holes. Exclusive keeper tags. We're so special. Oh, and it came with little number things too. I didn't see that. And she also made these like wax thread waxers. I don't know, I've never used these. I've never felt like I needed to use these, but maybe I'll keep one. Maybe I'll gift one to somebody. And then we got like a welcome kit from Brett because we were staying at the hotel, and it came in this like sleepover squad bag. And I'm pretty sure this came with like a lot of candy bars and like goodies and stuff and popcorn, but it also had like a hand restoration mask, which I didn't use it yet. I'm waiting for winter, and then I think I need to use these eye masks. I feel so tired. This winter has really been killing me. She also gave us needle minders. I got this little fox. He's so cute. He's like cross stitching from the Snarky Crafter. So I will definitely use that. Oh, I just like flung that on the ground. And then she also made us these kits with the night garden thread. So I kept this, and I had an extra with me when I went down to Stitch Pluto and gave Eli because that would have made it, I had 3 packs of these, so I gave him one so he could like stitch some stuff up. Also, they've been really into giving us these like pens that like flop over. They're like really floppy. They're so funny. I really like these. And it came in this cup, and then it has the blue flower night garden pattern. You can get it for free off her website. And then some silver linen. So I don't know, I think this might be Silver Moon since that's what was called for. But yeah, so you can stitch this. And then because it's a finishing school, they gave us a frame to put it in. So you can fully finish this thing. There's also this is the mat, no, this is foam core board. That's not mat board. Foam core board to mount it on, and then yeah, just pop it in there. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I might not do it on the silver linen. I might do it on some other things, but I haven't decided what fabric yet. We will see. But that one's actually on my list to stitch, so it was like nice that I got it all kitted up and like with a frame and everything. So yeah, there was that. When we finished our finishing school, we also got a certificate. I don't know why I have to cover up my last name. A certificate with our names on it. Brett's. And then it says Janine, Brett, and Lois. So yeah, I thought that was a nice touch too. Graduated from finishing school. So yeah, I think that is it. We can move on to my haul from there, because I did buy a few things. Of course, I feel like when you go to these retreats, you just buy a few things. Like, you have to. You don't have to. But there was quite a few things that I wanted. This is the part I said I would stop talking and cut out, but oh well. Oh yeah, we also got these stickers. So yeah, it says beautiful Sip and Stitchery Finishing School, Fall 2025. So I'm gonna have to find a place to put this. I'm gonna have to find a place to put all my little cross stitch stickers. I need a container. Maybe a fabric. I should get a fabric container because I just have it in a bag right now. If I get a fun clear one for all my fabric, that's a good idea. And I can put my cool stickers because there's more to come. So when I went there, I did pick up my fabric of the month. So this is probably, I think this is September now, which was 32 count Lugana in terracotta from Atomic Ranch. So yeah, I really like that one. It's really, I need to get more neutrals, so it was like nice that I got that. I got let's see, 16 count Boneyard Ada, because oh my god, there was a Bestitch Me trunk show. It's still there, unfortunately, for me. Not for them. So this is 16 count Boneyard Ada by Bestitch Me. I really like this one. I thought I was going to use this one for a project, which I'll show in a second. I saw this fabric and I was like, this is wild. I need to get this. 18 count, what does that say? Undying? I don't know. You guys, this is what it says. If you can read that. But yeah, this is also an Ada. It's like purple and like light blue. It's like spooky, but also like it could be oceany, could be just, I don't know. It's just wild, man. Wild Ada. And then there was a cut of this just lying there, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So this is Cosmos Ada, an eighth of it by 16 count Cosmos by Bestitch Me too. Ooh. There's a sprouting lupine pattern, the Mycelium Metro. That might look good on this. I'll have to see if it's big enough. But yeah, so I had a fabric haul, and then I think I bought 2 patterns. I don't know where the other one was. I'll put a picture of it though. It's an older pattern of like the Hong Kong Quack Quack. It was in the like discount pile, so I bought that one because I was like, oh, so cute. I love little ducks in boots. And then I actually saw the model of this and it sold me on it, and it was the Blue Flower Spooky Shoebill. I keep calling it a spoonbill for some reason. What are you doing here? I should have done this before. There we go. I saw the model of this and it was on like a 40 count XJU Designs. It's a lot smaller than what I chose, and I don't know, I just haven't done 40 count yet, but mine, I ended up buying this fabric there. This is my start on it. So this is my retreat start. I know I said I was gonna do Pigeon and Puddle, but I saw this and I was like, oh my god, we're in spooky season. Let's just go. So yeah, I did the O, and I wanna get in there and finish. There's like a little lizard in the O next, and this is on 28 count Smog Linen by bestitchme. So when I saw this, I was like, this is perfect. Like, look at this palette. Okay. Look at this palette. Like, this color might ghost, but I think I can get it in a section that we won't need it. I love this palette. It's so swampy. And then this is Peanut Brittle. I was looking for this one. My mom made an order from Stony Creek and ended up getting a couple because she likes, I like the variegated DMCs. I could have probably found a different one, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm doing all the called for with this one too. So that's kind of cool. So I think that's all my haul from there. I don't think I have anything else. It's hard to tell out here in this mountain of, I tried to make this organized mess, but whatever. Let's carry on. So that was that weekend. It was really cool because I got to see the two of the girls that I sat with at Endor County. They were at my table. And it was fun to talk to them about that. We stayed up all late every night. We were the only table that stayed up the latest. The whole table did. And so yeah, I really enjoyed that. I made some pretty good friends that I'll talk to again. And of course, like, I'll be back at beautiful Sip and Stitchery. I always go, at least once a month. And yeah. Hi, editing Selena here. So I'm gonna cut this. I'm definitely gonna cut this video into 2 parts, part 1 and 2. And so the next part, I'm gonna talk about Stitch Pluto and that retreat, and give that retreat its own thing. I also just want to get this video out there so you'll have time to order the Bookmark book if you want to get it. But I did miss a few things in that last video because when I was cleaning up my massive pile, I was like, oh crap, I forgot to go over, my mom gave me her, what do you call it? Stitching gift, her table gift for the retreat that she went up to in Wapaka. With it's a cross-stitch store called, I think, the Stitching Bee. I know it's all these bee names here in Wisconsin. They're up in Green Bay, but they had like a patriotic themed one, and I didn't join her for that one because I was at Stitch Pluto. Also, Butters is like right outside of the camera right here, so if he stands up, you guys are gonna see him. But yeah, so she gave me her stitching gift. I thought this was really cool. I'll try to put the link to these below. I think she got these on Etsy, but she gifted these magnetic frames, which a lot of people use to do like perforated paper stitching. And I know the ones that everyone usually buys are in Ukraine, but I think she got these for a little cheaper, and they're like made here in the US. Well, obviously, look at it. It says USA. See, I told you he'd stand up in a second. But I thought this was a really cool like table gift to give, especially if it's like not too badly priced. I like using these for like really starchy Ada too, or like smaller projects. Like I think I have this on Independence Day right now, just because obviously it's really cute, and there's definitely like other patterns you can get. So I don't know exactly where she got it from, but I will link it in this video and get that information from her. But she also gave me Butters, come on man. Sorry. So she also gave me these tiny little gnomes. I think it's an eraser that say USA. And it came in this little gnome packet. I don't know if she had different ones. She knows I love gnomes though. But yeah, I thought that was really, like a really cute table gift. Oh, there's one more thing in here. You gotta get down. Please don't knock over the camera. Oh, and she also gave me a zipper pull that I think she made or she might have bought. It's really funny that they got our information on them. I know I covered my last name and there's ours. Butters, come on. Can you sit down? Cats. And then, oh my god, he's chewing on the zipper pull. This is not a toy, bud. This is why you gotta put it back. You always put these things back in the bag. And now this guy has saliva on him. He's gonna go back up in my trinkets area. Okay. So I didn't go over my postcards that I got too from the Bad Stitch Discord. And I wanted to. So this one is clearly from Envis. They always send me the best Pokemon cards. Or Pokemon postcards. We got, this one's upside down. This one's from Amanda from Bad Stitched. Hey, what are you doing? This is the postcard show. This one, oh my god, she wrote spicy. This one's from Cassidy, Audacity. I love a good fish one. I gotta stitch more fish. Let's be honest. This one is from Jen from the Stitch Crypt. She wrote that she's excited to be at the retreat with me at Needlelotdesigns next year in April. This one, oh, this one has more Pokemon on it. Oh, and it has my favorite. Wait, let me see if I can show you. This one's from Bront. She's from Australia, so she always makes these. But look at this little pup Dragonite. Oh my god. I love him. Dratini is actually my favorite Pokemon, and Dragonite's up there. Can you look at the camera at least? Like, you're freaking me out. But yeah, love that one. We got Alabama Hills from Ida. That's a cool one. I always love the artist who does these. And what's this one? Oh, the Wisconsin State Capitol. I used to live here, so right, like literally across the street from here. And this one's from Kat. So she's pretty close by. We got to meet in person someday. And then last one is from Sarah McDonald. And it's another Halloween one. So I actually have 2 stacks of postcards that I need to send out. I have some from my South Dakota trip that I need to send, and then another which is a surprise for them. I don't want to spoil it. It's a good one. My friend picked them up because it's from his work. So yeah. So yeah, this is going to be the outro to this clip. If you have any questions about how to get the Bookmark books, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Definitely like, subscribe if you like this video. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see that any finishing things, anything you want to see more from me. Like, I love getting tips. I love hearing from you guys. I know I'm not the best at responding. I try to. I kind of get really busy with work during the week, so it kind of gets a little crazy. And yeah. All right, Butters, let's say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye.